Hi guys, it's Angie Bell. What I want to share with you guys today is called a life journal, and Marion Smith has printables that you can download. I would highly suggest you guys go to Marion Smith's site and download some of these kits. They are fabulous, and you can print out exactly what you want, what you need. You don't print out what you don't need or don't want. But her papers are so beautiful. I printed out probably everything. Also, some of the papers in here are stuff that I went ahead and coffee dyed and created myself with my stamps and made my own papers. Also, I used a few of the papers we used are from my favorite stack, or my favorite collection of papers, which was I get it at Walmart for $5, you guys. It's Colorblock and it's called Paper Plus Rosewood. And as you can see it's kind of very shabby chic, antique-y type of papers. They're really gorgeous. So this was the perfect opportunity for me to use these. And I love, this paper here also came from that Rosewood collection by Colorblock. This outside cover here came from Marion Smith. And this whole way to put this journal together and how to bind it and everything came from Marion Smith. She shows you how to do it too. So anyway, I'm going to open this up. And you guys, I've gotten so many compliments, like when I'm out and about shopping, because my shopping list is in my life journal, and people are like, "Oh my God, what is that? I love that." So anyway, I'm going to go through it and just show you guys how I put it together and what's in it. Okay? All right. So when you open it up, I don't know if you can see that page. There you go. This is some paper from that paper I got from Walmart, the Colorblock. We'll call it the Rosewood collection. Okay, that's a really cool paper. And I want you guys to see, I have sewed all my papers in this book with my sewing machine. Faith Chick 777 has got me into that sewing thing, and now I can't sew. Everything has to be sewn in any project I do. But see the sewing again? See how much it adds to it, you guys? And even my cover. Now this makes it look more like leather because there's stitches, like I stitched it together. Okay, so, and everything's been Tim Holtz distressed and with the inks, and also with the distresser on the sides. Okay, this is done on a piece of like a clear sheet, and you have to do it at the print store or it'll just wipe off at home. So I did that there. I forgot what this clear sheet is called, but maybe that'll come to me. This is a daily planner, and you can plan your day. Let me just come closer. You get these off of her store in the kit. And the kit is called your personal journal kit. Okay, so that's what all these are. Now I want to show you guys this. You can see that these aren't the same color as this. What I did is, because I was starting to run out of color on my ink print and my printer at the house, so I just started copying some black and white ones, and then used my Tim Holtz Distress inks. So to save yourself a little bit of money, you can do that, especially when you have to do like so many daily planner sheets. Okay, so let me go through those. You can see that's what I did to all these. See how many I have in my book? But you need to have like a month's worth of daily planner sheets, so that can be a lot of ink. Again, I took one of her papers and in color printed it on one of these clear plastic sheets. And you can get these clear plastic sheets at the print shop, one of your local print shop. See how pretty it is? It's just a bunch of roses. And there's no roses on that back sheet. It's on this. But you can see it when I'm there, and it shows up on the back page. Oh, also I put tabs, so now you know you're going to the calendar. Like right here, I have a tab for, I put schedule, okay? So now we're at the calendar. And this is just like a free page, so I just did a little stamping on there and some Tim Holtz Distress inks. Okay, so every month, you'll have a calendar. And again, I colored, or this one I did in color. And then distressed the sides, did some sewing. But I want to show you the next page. Okay, the next page that I did, let me show you here. Okay, this is what I started doing. Because I didn't want to, because you have to have 12 of these, because there's 12 months in the year, I wanted to save money on the printing again. So I did this in black and white and used my Tim Holtz Distress inks. And I played around with them so I could kind of see, like, mixing up the combinations. So this was kind of a opportunity to just play with my Tim Holtz Distress inks. Some I like better than others, how they turned out as far as the combinations. That's pretty. This is my favorite combination. I love this. I love the antique or the vintage photo, and then this is the broken china. Isn't that pretty? It just looks so storybookish. That's my favorite. And what I'm just trying, and then again, I sewed all the edges, and then used my Tim Holtz distressor to distress the paper, and just use my distressors, of course, to color the pages. Well, I told you that already. Broken china and antique photo. This is another one I think turned out really pretty. I did the same ones, but I added some other color, like that olive color. I added that in there too. Okay, let's go to the next one. I forgot the colors, but one's like an olivey color and then another Tim Holtz distress color. I can't remember, but I think that one turned out really pretty. The key here is just play around with your Tim Holtz distress inks when you're copying things in black and white, and see what you come up with. It's a great opportunity just to play. Okay, again I played here, and this one I did two different. Even though it's all one calendar, I still played around with different colors. And what's nice about the way that she prints these off, she doesn't fill in the numbers and she doesn't put the month in, so you can fill in your month and your numbers. So like if you don't want to use this for the month of January, you don't have to start it till February. Or if you want to stop in February and pick it back up in July, you can, for whatever reason. I also like it because on the side of the calendar, it has a place for notes, which I think is nice. So just, again, I played around. Played around again with the colors, the distress inks. And then this last page, because of how it is, I'll decorate it with something, because this can't be a calendar because I don't have the second page for the full 30 days. But I will decorate this with something. Okay, next, again, this is one of those vellum sheets. See the stripes on it? That was printed on there from Marion Holtz paper. And this is my to-do list. These plastic sheets are really neat. Okay, so this is my to-do list. And again, I did not do these. I might have done some. Oh, this one, is this in color? Let me look and see. Yeah, this is the only one I did in color. As you can see, I already started. This is a, these are your to-do list. And this one I did do in color, so you can see. And I had a bunch of stuff to do, and I got it all crossed off, obviously. I think this was also with stuff I needed to do, and then also my grocery list is what I put here. Okay, but from here, because I wanted to make a lot of these, because I'm always going to have my list of what I need to do and my list of shopping, I went ahead and started doing them in black and white. Okay, and then again, used my Tim Holtz distress inks. Did my sewing, sewed all my edges, distressed the paper. Okay, so, and you can see again, I'll just go through it quickly. I used different colors again, Tim Holtz colors, just to kind of play around. I like how those turned out. Okay, next, it's recipes. I thought this was a neat thing that she put in this kit. You can actually start putting your favorite recipes. You know those recipes that you always go to, and you have to go to the internet and find them, or you have to go to your book and find them, and it takes forever. This is what your favorite recipes that you always use. You can just write them down in your personal journal. So I have, oh, this right here was a recipe for a salsa that I liked. You know those Mexican salsas that you have in a Mexican restaurant that are real smooth, they're not chunky, and you're like, how do they make them? Well, I finally got the recipe off of Food Network, so I put that as one of my first ones. Again, aged, I did it in black and white, aged the paper. This one, oh, I'm sorry, this one wasn't in black and white. This is how it came. I did a little bit more distressing, sew the edges, distress the paper. Now, these are the black and white ones. Okay, this came in black and white, but again, I used the Tim Holtz distress inks on it. So the paper, you can see the sewing lines and distress the edges. Now, I didn't do anything to the rest of these yet. Let me turn this and get in focus. I didn't do anything to the rest of these yet. I'm going to, I just haven't got to those. These are all the recipe cards. Okay, next. I kind of turned too soon. Okay, this part says Life Journal right here. And this, and then it just says journal, because this is the scrapbooking part of it, where you can just go through and do fun, funky things. And so I used her papers and then the Rosewood collection papers. So I'll just kind of show you guys this. Aren't these fun? I used a little a cameo here, this beautiful copper key that I got from Butterbee Scraps. You guys have got to start shopping. Oh, this is from Butterbee Scraps too. And so is this. You guys have got to start shopping for her. Her prices are excellent. And she has Really beautiful stuff, well made. At the end of this video, I will put Marion Smith's shop down. I will put Butterby Scraps down because those are two places you guys definitely have to check out. These are tickets that come out and go right back in this little pocket. And all this stuff, like I said, I printed out from Marion Smith. This is another envelope I put up here, and there's another ticket inside of here, which I won't bother to take out right now. Oh, there you go. See? It's a little library card with a little dress form on it. This is another little ticket that I put in. It goes right out there. Again, I sewed all the papers, distressed everything. Okay, when I made this cover here, I don't need all of this paper to make the cover, so I had to cut some of it off. So when I cut some of it off, I had this left over. I thought, oh, this will make a great little side pocket. So I hot glued that in, made it into a little side pocket. And then I have some things like this. I took, these are papers from, this just came from my, from all my scraps. And I made little tags, but I sewed all the tags together and then I put a bunch of the sewing stitches and distressed the edges and Tim Holtzed it. And I think it turned out really good. And then this is a picture my daughter took. Isn't that precious? She's taking a photography class. She's 16 in high school. So I always want to keep that. It's her little project, so that goes in there too. Okay. Next, I did another one where this is, let me take the tag out. This is her paper, but I went ahead and added some stamping on there. The Paris, the clock, the Eiffel Tower. Then I took some corrugated cardboard and painted it like a beigey color and used it as a pocket. And then put on my favorite butterflies here. Aren't these beautiful? And then put some trim at the bottom. Isn't that pretty? This trim I got at Joann's on sale for like, I don't know, $3 for a big thing of it. It was in the clearance aisle. And then again, from my stash, I took these papers, distressed them, and then sewed them all together. I got this idea, like this kind of stuff, from Faith Chick 777. I love her style. It's very much like my own, so I have borrowed some ideas from her. Okay. We are probably going to have to do a part 2 here in a few minutes, so just wanted to let you guys know. So if you're in the middle of watching me do this part, please check in and stay tuned for part 2, okay? I'm going to take these out. Again, this is the other side of that paper. I stamped 2 clocks. This came in, I believe, the Rosewood collection or from my stash. I think from my stash of papers. Anyway, it's a bingo card. I made it into like a little side pocket. And then again, from my stash of papers, I went ahead and distressed everything. And then Tim Holtzed it. That's what I'm going to start calling. You know how I always say, let's Google it? I'm going to call it Tim Holtzed it. Okay? And then that slides right back in there. I love how this paper looked. So only thing I did to it was put the stitches in and distressed it a little bit more. And I just left it alone. I just love how it looks. See? Isn't that cool paper? I love stuff with rulers and like receipts and I don't know. I just loved it, so I didn't want to mess it up, so I just left it. Alright, my next one is take the tag out, and this is some paper from Marion Smith again. Isn't that cool? I love that paper. Beautiful. I added some butterflies here. I think that's Recollections butterflies. I'm trying to think because they're my favorite and I want to get more of them because I need more of them. Again, another piece of corrugated cardboard that I painted beige, put a butterfly on it, and then left a little space in here so I can make a little pocket. Again, from my stash, I went ahead and made another tag and sewed another tag. I like layering tags on top of tags and then putting the stitches in and then sewing them together. I think that's a really neat idea. Again, Faith Chick 777. Okay, what I'm going to do, you guys, I'm going to stop here, and we're going to, and I'll continue on in part 2. So make sure you check over so you can finish seeing the rest of my life journal. Okay? Bye-bye for a minute.